live now. So I'm just going to get it up on here on the YouTube channel so I can see if it's working. One watching. Yeah, pointing. Let's go hear what the sounds like. Why is it not going? Why does it keep on stopping?
No idea.
Have you got it on yet?
I'm on live, but I haven't got it on YouTube. I'm just doing it from my iPad. I haven't looked at anything on YouTube.
Hey?
I'm just on my iPad. All I can see is myself and your eagle.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Tonight we've got Gail here. I've just got to alter the text, haven't I?
Yeah, that's right. Can you do the text so I can see it?
I can't because you can only see it on the YouTube channel, Gail. So if
No, that's fine.
if you went over to the YouTube channel on your phone, why have I got feedback now? Random Life's got an echo.
I shouldn't have an echo.
Yeah, you have. So
Why have I got an echo? Do I need to put headphones on?
yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I've turned the monitor off it.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I've disabled the NDI audio, Steve.
Have I got it now?
Yeah, put the headphones on. Hello, Drone Journey. How are you? Or Skype source audio in OBS. Yeah, which I've done. You have dropped volume as well.
Where's my headphone jack? Here.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Well, I don't hear any echo in mine. On here, you have dropped volume.
Can you hear me?
Hi, Drone Wolf Media, Chris. Echo still persisting.
Well, I've got my headphones on, so.
So, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So Steve says disable the desktop. So let's have a look. So monitor. Is that any better?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I haven't got an echo. Have you got an echo?
No, not in here.
Cool. So we're good to go then.
Yeah. Audio source. Capture and completely disabled Skype. Speak again, Gail.
Hello.
Again.
1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4.
Yeah, it's still got an echo. Why is it giving me an echo? I didn't have an echo earlier on.
I have no idea, but I definitely am not echoing because I've got the headphones in.
Yeah.
Bring me in again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that any better?
Knock me out there.
Not on Keysen. Evening, Gail. We'll deal with it. Yeah, I will. Not on Keysen, so it's not on my end. It's nothing to do with the audio on random, and it's OBS audio settings.
So is it my audio?
No, it seems all right now on here.
Oh, you're good then.
Yeah, it seems all. Hello, Asgarth. Gail is coughing. Yeah, Barry's View says Gail is coughing. So, Gail,
Yes.
the audio seems better. Quick mic check. 1 2 1 2. Say 1 2 1 2.
1 2 3 4. 1 2 3.
Yeah, it seems better now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's fine. So it seems like it.
Awesome. Right. You ready?
Hiya, Paul. Great to see you live with Andrew. PM. Yeah. Who else is in this? Drone Wolf Media in this Asgarth Studios, Barry's Views, EBR FPV, the GGI Man Tony.
Oh.
Hello.
Where are you?
Steve saying hello. What's happened here?
Oh, hold on. I'm here. I'm back again.
Oh, I've lost random again. Oh.
No, I'm here. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm just plugging in the iPad.
Yeah.
Just need to move my bed.
Audio is perfect now.
Awesome. Right, okay. Let's have a go start then, Eagle.
So Gail.
Yes, dear.
This is my first live stream in months and months and months.
Right. Why is that plug? That's it. Go on.
So I thought I would. It's dropped 565 frames.
What?
Yeah, that's what it's dropped. I wonder why it's dropped all that many. No wonder I don't do live streams. I think I'm going to do them in StreamYards in future.
I think you better add keys because this OBS is you'll get better at it probably.
Yeah. Well, it's been that long since I've tried it. Really has. But it's saying that on the YouTube one it says excellent connection. Yeah, OBS. Yeah, audio is perfect now. So EBR FPV says.
Awesome.
And we've got YouTube audio. You are well. So Steve's talking to Paul. Well, I hope so, Gail. I hope so. So, Gail, I was just doing this test. Virus laughs out loud. So it's a case of tonight. I really wanted to talk to you about your lenses. So, have you got some of them there? And can you tell us a bit about how many lenses you've got? Before you do, I'd like to say hello to Frugal Farmer Channel. Hello, good evening, and good evening to everybody in the chat. And thanks a lot for coming over for the first time in ages. Really smooth, mate. Don't worry about the drop frames. I didn't notice them. Oh, well, thanks a lot, Steve, for that. Yeah, it's. I'll see if I've dropped any more, because I was on to Tony earlier on, and I haven't dropped any more at present, so it seems to be running better now I've got the audio. And I'll speak Andy all the way from Australia. Good morning. So welcome again. I'm going to say welcome again, Random Life. It's nice to see you, and it's nice for you to just test the OBS and my live streaming out, because I haven't been streaming for that long. The reason why you haven't done a live stream, Keith, is that you're always on holiday. Yeah, I'd be on holiday again, Barry, if it weren't for the virus. So, back to what we were going to be talking about tonight, and that is your lenses. So, how many lenses have you got, Gail?
I don't know. About 25?
And are they all retro lenses?
No, I've got modern lenses as well, but I buy vintage lenses because I think if you're going to be starting photography, these are probably nice, cheap and cheerful, and some of the quality is excellent on them. So I think as a photographer and a filmmaker, I think they're good for both. So I have quite a collection of lenses, and I pick them up between 85 and £100 each.
So, have you got any there, Andy?
Yeah.
How is it every time I do something, someone always phones me?
I've got one here handy. I've got a couple here handy. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one. Can I get it into camera? This one here.
Yeah.
This is the Jupiter 9. It's a Russian lens, and it's really awesome bit of kit. This is. It's a f-stop 2. It's an 85mm, and 85mm are portrait lenses, but if you put them on micro four thirds cameras, it's more like 120mm lens. But it's a very, very good lens. The bokeh on this is astonishing, and for a portrait lens, I would highly recommend it. They're about 85 to £100, these ones, but you can always sell them back on eBay for the same price, if not more. And it uses what's called an M42 mount. The M42 mounts cost about £10. So that's probably one of the most expensive ones I've got. But the photography on using this lens is very, very good. So that's the first lens. Keith, observations? Do you want any more questions about it? It's about 40 years old, I think. They're made in the 70s, I think.
Yeah. Still, someone says we've still got an echo.
Oh.
So I don't know why. Still, I can't hear one on here. Very sweet. Keith, someone is ringing you to say, yeah, I know. Who was it? Coast to Coast Drones says getting an echo from somewhere, but I can't hear.
I can't hear it either.
Yeah. So what other lenses have you got there then, Gail?
Well, here at the moment as well, so that one gives you a focal length. As I said, if you're using a micro four thirds camera, you're going to get a crop of about 1.5, 1.6. So that would take that one to 100 and I would say over about 105. The other lens I've got here is a Auto Optimax. This is a 135 lens, and it's a 2.8, so quite a fast lens, really nice looking lens. Again, another eBay purchase. Picture quality on this is really good. This lens cost the princely sum of £10, and if you're filming on micro four thirds, this has a focal length of about 200mm. And I really like this lens, to be honest with you. So it's another cheapie. So yet again, if you're looking for a cheap lens, and it's got the focus ring is here. So when you're trying to focus in with the camera, the focus is here. And I film everything in manual. So I use this focus ring and also focus peaking, which is in my cameras. And this has probably got about about a 90-degree turn on this one. But a nice lens, this one. So a £10 lens. So those two. So you've got a 125 and a 200 lens for what, £100? I think that's pretty good, to be honest with you. But if you want to go cheaper, I've got a couple of cheaper lenses as well that I can show you. But I think the tenner, if you're starting off and want a 200, I think that's a really good idea. Or you can get the Helios one, or the Pentax Takumar one, which I have, and the Pentax Takumar one 3.5 is £40, but that's a really good lens.
Oh, that's good then. So Barry's just said he's got to run, and he says cheerio to you as well, Gail.
Bye, Barry.
So that's I'm just going to switch. That's it. That's better. So have you used your lenses very much lately in your?
A 135 and a 200, but if I'm doing street photography, I'll normally take the 28 and the 135. But I also have the 24-70 Canon lens, the modern lens, and that's quite good for street photography.
Yeah.
These vintage lenses, I would say, if you're wanting to get cheap lenses for photography and have a whole range of lenses, I would go vintage all day long. There's a really good channel called Sonographer, and he does all of the he does reviews on vintage lenses, and I get a lot of my lenses based on his reviews.
Oh.
Don't know if you can get his channel up. I think it's called Sonography or Sonog.
Hello again.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I lost you there for a moment.
No, the stream went down. I lost connection. My Wi-Fi wasn't fast enough, and it kept on saying error. Good to see you. So sorry about that, folks. I think we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, I see Steve's back on then. So, random live's gone again.
I'm here.
Yeah, I know, but you're gone too big again. Far too big. Oh, I'm pleased that I'm just doing it. I'll get it all right again. It's gone all well. So I appreciate everyone sticking with me and Gail tonight.
You'll get it sorted in the end.
Yeah, well, it's the first time, isn't it? Dennis is in, and he says hello to you.
Hello, Dennis.
I do apologise for it going down, but it just the stream, me internet connection went down, and it's back up. It's saying everything is all right, but I've lost. We've lost 8 viewers. That's all.
That's all right. They'll come back.
Yeah, well, if they do, back up to 8. So I do apologise for that. Unable to connect. Please try again. So it's all right. I'm just saying hello to Dennis. And Happy Looks is in now. So
okay. So we got quite a few people. So yeah. So
yeah, I mean we did have quite a few in before it went off.
So basically, at the moment, we've spent £100 on 2 lenses. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down in price a bit now. So the Jupiter 9 85, fantastic Russian lens. If you're into portrait photography and you've got a full frame camera, I highly recommend this one. It's a really, really good. I love it. I love it for photography. And then for if you're really into cheap stuff, how about this one? This is the Optimax one, and this was a £10 lens. If Keith doesn't stop bloody moving the. Anyway, so that. You keep moving me everywhere.
Yeah, I know, because you was too big, so I had to fit you again. That's it. That's better. Okay, problems of live streaming with the OBS until you get used to it again. And it was it's the connection, because I've gone on to the phone connection instead of having Virgin, BT or Sky. It doesn't seem fast enough for streaming when you've got a guest on. That's what the problem is, I think. So I've switched over to my friend's next door's internet.
Oh, okay.
Because he's with Virgin, because I've got his
password.
Thing. So hello there, Darwin, Richard, Darwin Digital. Thanks a lot for coming in. For free if you want. Oh, and Ian's Drones in, so I've got to say hello to Ian's Drones. So it's nice to see you. So I hope that you're all enjoying the stream, and I'm sorry about the hiccups that I've had. And Dennis, I've been trying to phone you on Messenger, but I've missed you. You keep on, I don't know, for some reason I miss you. I phoned you about 6 or 7 times over the last 2 nights, because I'd love to speak and see how you are. So Gail, when was the last time you was out, and what lens did you use, and what camera did you use?
Okay, the last time I was out was today, and I used the Canon 24, and which one was it today? I used my Konica lens, my Konica 50mm lens, and that's a vintage lens. I tend to do vintage lens, modern lens, because I like, if I'm vlogging, it's quite nice to do AV mode. And if I'm photographing, I like to do everything in manual mode. And manual is a challenge because I have a Fuji camera, and a Fuji camera behaves completely differently to a Canon camera. So I'm having to relearn a few things. And you find that each lens performs differently on whatever camera you have. So it's kind of interesting with vintage lenses. And obviously Fuji lenses behave in a different way to Canon lenses. So, and they have a completely different way of controlling the camera. But I'm learning an awful lot from using vintage and modern lenses.
Well, that's good then. So, how long have you been into photography now?
I think I've been into photography now for about, 2 or 3 years. But when I first started filmmaking, I used to film everything in autofocus and just press the button and record. And then I started to learn about manual focus and white balance and shutter speed and all of that wonderful stuff. And then I started getting interested in vintage lenses, and that's what I've been doing for the last couple of years, collecting vintage lenses, and also taking them out and photographing with them, because I think each lens has its own unique style. Most of them, the older lenses are not as sharp as the modern lenses, apart from the Tokina 1.4, which is really sharp, and the Carl Zeiss one. But I think for the money and the build quality, and actually the unique looks you get with the lenses, I actually prefer working with vintage lenses better than I do with modern ones now. And I tend to get the M42 mount if I can, because I find that's the easiest mount to work with. So a lot of my mounts are M42. However, I've got a couple of FD mounts because the Canon have some very, very good vintage lenses. They work best on mirrorless cameras. So if you've got a mirrorless camera and you buy an adapter, I have one of these. Well, this one's a Viltrox. Unfortunately, I've got a Canon lens adapter that I put my M42 mount on. But if you are using these speed booster things, they won't work with vintage lenses, unfortunately, unless you get an adapter that gives you a gap between the back of the mount and the thing, because the mount will hit the glass on these speed booster things. But I use a speed booster with the Canon because that gives it an extra bit of, it gives it a stop more light, basically, is what the speed booster does, I've learned. So I kind of use a whole range of lenses. I love the little, I'm a big fan of the Tokina lenses myself. So I've got another one. This is a Pentax Tokina 28mm, and this is a 2.8 as well, and that was a princely sum of £20, and this takes really good pictures as well. So for people like wanting to invest in filmmaking, all you need is a mirrorless camera, an M42 mount lenses or FD. The adapters are very, very cheap online, so you can literally adapt any lens you want to, or you can get them 3D printed.
Well, that's good then. So, what was I going to ask you then? So, what is the camera that you use your lenses on mainly?
Right, I used. Right, I've lost count with how many cameras I've got, but I've got the M6, and I use the M6 and I use the Fuji camera. So I use both of those cameras and I alternate between the cameras. I know the Canon one better than I knew the Fuji one, but I like the Fuji one because I like the Fuji. I like the Fuji color in the Eterna profile, but I like Canon colors as well. And I do all my editing in LumaFusion, which is an app for the Apple computer, the iPad.
Yeah.
So that's what I use.
So you do all your editing on your iPad then?
Yeah. All my editing is done on my iPad with an app called LumaFusion, which is $30, and there's loads of little creators who, like Rob HK, if you want to learn about LumaFusion, there's loads of people on here now doing tutorials on it, so I really like that app. What about you, Keith? Do you use any vintage lenses?
In long time ago when I had a DSLR, but now, because I've only got the bridge camera, I haven't got any lenses. I sold them all because when I packed in on the business doing weddings and things like that, I didn't think I would ever do any more filming. So I got rid of all my gear, and now I've only got the Panasonic DCM 1000 Mark II, which is a bridge camera, which doesn't have any lenses. But because I've been watching a bit of Pixie's channel, with his new camera and the other one that he had, I thought, yeah, I might just, I've been looking at what you've got, the M50. I'm thinking about buying, and I've been looking at a few lenses, so I'm thinking about that. But I'm also thinking about going into 360. So as you know, so it depends on. Well, I'm definitely going to get the 360. I hope shortly. Uh, and then I will save up and probably get the M50 for doing vlogging and everything like that.
The people who are watching, what sort of, do any of those use vintage lenses, or do any of them have an interest in vintage lenses? What's the view there?
So Gail's just asked, has anybody else got any vintage lenses for their camera? The only one who I would think in the chat who might have is DJM Films, because he films with a DSLR, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I don't know whether he's still in, because Paul was the last one in the chat, and we did lose quite a few, because I mean we was up to 15, 16 viewers.
Right.
But because of what happened, it went off a bit, didn't it? And there's nobody saying anything. It says that we've got 10 people watching.
Right. Okay.
Well, that's fine.
Well, that's fine. Well, I'll carry on then. The other one, this is quite an interesting one, this little lens. I've got this one as well. This is a Shinon lens. It's a Shinon 135. This was a £15 lens, but I like this one because when you pull the hood out on this one, you've got like a little sun hood,
Yeah.
and then it retracts back into itself. So it's a neat, nice little lens, and again, the photo quality of this, they're not brilliant, but if you're starting photography, they're cheap as chips. You can put them back online. You can resell them for the same price. I mean, it's like loaning a lens, really, if you buy these vintage things. The modern lenses tend to devalue, I find, even in the second-hand market.
Yeah, Asgarth Studio says he don't, but he shoots with a Canon 80D with a few modern lenses.
Yeah. The 80D is a really good camera, actually. It's selling quite cheap at the moment. The 80D, you get good value for money with that camera. And this is the staple of the Canon people. This is a KT Neistat. In fact, I have a 70D. I might do some retro vlogs. But this is the 10-18, and I think this is an F. Is it an F4 or F5.6? F4 to F5.6, I think this is. 10-18 millimeter lens. So that Casey used to use this a lot in auto. I guess because it's quite a nice wide angle lens. So on a crop sensor camera, you're getting what? It's about 20, so it's quite a wide lens.
Yeah, because Asgarth says he definitely consider one because he's intrigued by the artistic opportunities with retro lenses.
Yeah, the retro lenses, and like I said, because if you buy good quality retro lenses, like the Jupiter 8 this Jupiter 9, sorry, not 8, will always keep its value because a lot of people want these lenses, and if you get them in good condition, so when I go on eBay, I really research the sellers, and if you get them in good condition and keep them, I tend to, when I go out with the lenses, I clean them every time I use them. So I clean them when I go out. When I come back, I clean them as well. So it keeps the front of the lens very clean. But I can resell this on eBay again for the same money as I paid for it. So if you want to do that, it's a really cheap way of doing it. In fact, I think you could probably possibly get a whole range of prime lenses from a 24 all the way up to a 200 for less than £200.
Yeah, which is very good value when you look at that then.
Yeah, if you're looking at modern lenses, like if you look at this 10 to 18 lens at the moment, this 10 to 18 lens here, this Canon one, if you to buy this new now, it would probably cost you on the second-hand market £150, on the newer market probably 200, maybe just under 200. So for £200, I could buy that 85mm lens, the Jupiter one, and I could buy two of the 135s, a 28 and a 50 lens, and still have change.
Oh,
and you could probably.
That's good then. Anyway, Gail, because we've had a bit of bad luck tonight, I think we'll finish the stream there because Steve's on in another 45 minutes. Aerial views and histories with Centroid. So I will finish the stream here, and I appreciate you coming on. So stay on with me, and I'll talk to you on Skype then. So. Bye everybody in the chat, and thanks a lot for coming. So we'll see you again hopefully when I get the problem sorted out. So thanks a lot for sticking with me. So bye for now.